Hello, I'm Andy, and this is your weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 2nd of October to Saturday, the 8th of October, 2022, and especially for you coming from Pisces. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll show you how to reach that magic inside you, which is the soul. When you activate the soul, you get your third eye open, you get your aura shining. And I'll show you if you like to play lotteries, how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. We'll talk more about that later. Sunday, the 2nd of October, for you coming from Pisces, is going to be a good morning and afternoon. There's a lot of pleasantries, which means your popularity is very good. The romantic planets are very active. Family orientated planets also very happy. And so you're going to have a wonderful morning and afternoon. And the planets of imagination are also ripe. So meet people, whether job wise, whether hobby wise, whether friendship wise, to discuss all the imagination that you can provide. Meet people for a better job and show off your skills as well. You'll have a very charming demeanor about you, and that would be good. You can make the changes you want in your life. Sit down and map it all out, write it all down. Evening and nightfall remains pretty good. But there is a planet that makes you angry very easily. So while you're angry, just don't say anything because the words you will produce will be very harmful to you, very insulting to others. So take the soft approach for the evening nightfall. Choose company very carefully. Avoid people who provoke you. And that's the way you shut down these anger planets. Your morning planets will be there as well, trying to make you the charming personality. So go meet people. Monday, the 3rd of October, you have to be careful that the planets of stubbornness and domination are very active. And they make you extremely difficult person to deal with. So whether you are at work, whether you are in business, you don't want to allow that to happen. You want the opposite. You want to be flexible and negotiable. That's the way you quieten these planets down. And you can control their energies that way. So take the soft approach and try your best to remain as negotiable as possible. And you will do much, much better. Something important with your bosses may come up. You don't want to go be stubborn with them or to dominate them. So, whether in business as well, don't let these planets motivate you to try something too big because you will be trapped into it later on. So remain with your feet on the ground and tell yourself to control these energies by making yourself negotiable. I like your evening and nightfall planets. They make your aura very wonderfully nice. And so go out with people, dress well, look your best. Your aura will shine even more. Wear your lucky colors, very important. And go meet people who can help you, whether in the social life or whether job, business life. These are good planets who are willing to promote you, and they'll do that for you in the evening nightfall. And your popularity is going to be sky high as well. One of these stubborn planets from the morning will visit you as well. Don't let the stubborn planet make you stubborn. Shut it down by telling yourself to be as negotiable as you can and friendly as you can. Tuesday, the 4th of October. I don't quite like this morning afternoon. It makes you rebellious. It makes you want to be different to attract attention. It makes you very much a person who wants to do things the opposite way. So there's no teamwork inside you, and you'll have to do things on your own, whether at work, whether in business. And that won't be good. So tell yourself you have to be part of a team in this morning and afternoon of Tuesday, the 4th of October. On your own, you're going to get it very, very wrong. And you're going to get blamed very unexpectedly wherever you are, whether job or whether business or whether at home. So tell yourself to be of traditional value rather than to be unnecessarily a nonconformist. A nonconformist is a person who doesn't care about rules and regulations, behaving in a very rebellious way. Evening and nightfall improves quite a bit. And evening and nightfall produces many opportunities of a romantic kind. You will be at your best. The charming and the imagination will all be there. By all means, meet people to show your levels of creativity and imagination. You're going to get very good value. The trouble is, these morning planets won't leave you alone. Some of them will visit you in the evening, and you will tend to again be rebellious, saying unnecessary things that provoke people and making it so that the respect for you is less. So remain as much as you can with your feet on the ground and don't go loose. Going loose means saying what you like, doing what you like. And your partnerships may weaken in the evening nightfall if you allow it. Wednesday, the 5th of October, this is a bad morning and afternoon. Anything that can go wrong is waiting to go wrong. Planets are moving very fast. And when they do that, they make your tongue go faster than your brain. You'll say things and wish you hadn't said that, promise this and promise that. But everything you say is going to be miscalculation and you're going to land yourself into trouble. Miscalculation and miscommunication. Well, slow down what you say, slow down what you do. Accidents are also included: verbal accidents, emotional accidents, and physical accidents. So, what can you do? Well, slow down. If you're at work, slow down what you promised and don't get into an argument. If you're in business, don't be hasty, impatient. Miscommunications will be created. If you're at home, try to remain silent would be better and get your actions in order because you could easily injure yourself falling down or whatever. Accidents are seen. Accidents can be physical, they can be emotional, they can be financial accidents coming out of the blue suddenly. Evening and nightfall, you become difficult. You become very stubborn and you become like an immovable object. Well, who would want to be with you? And in some of your morning planets also follow you there, making you argumentative, saying provocative things, and making your actions not very friendly. On top of that, the stubborn planets are there. If I were you, I just wouldn't bother going out. But if you have to be out, plans already made in the evening nightfall, then tell yourself the key word is be negotiable. That's the key word. And say less and do less in the evening nightfall. Let others take the lead. Be the follower. Thursday, the 6th of October. You are not on the same wavelength as people. That's the main problem. If you can cure that by being agreeable and negotiable, then you can be on the same wavelength, whether at work, whether in business, whether at home, whether anywhere. Try to be agreeable. Otherwise, not being on the same wavelength can provoke an argument. And you will be the victim. You will be the loser. That's how the game is played on this Thursday, the 6th of October. So say less, do less. And if you have to be disagreeable, leave it for another day for the discussion. Whether at work, whether in business, play along. Be part of a team is better. Evening and nightfall, the rebellious planets are back, and that's not much of a help for you. And your ego planets are active. So to attract attention, you're going to do things and say things which are going to upset people very much. Just trying to be different. Well, don't do it. Try to be part of a team and you'll be safer in the evening nightfall. Of course, disappointments await you. Chasing for anything evening and nightfall is going to unexpectedly go wrong. So don't be too expectant either. Friday, the 7th of October. This is a very lucky morning or afternoon. Some of your best planets are there. They make you very creative and they make you very much a clever person. So that aura about you shines, which makes you very popular as well. I see travel planets. So if you are planning travel or going to travel on this Friday, 7th of October, it's going to be a blessing for the travel. And everything you say and do is going to have that aura about you, which makes it acceptable to people. So say a lot, do a lot where you are at work and in business. Ask favors. I see many internet planets there. Go to the internet. You'll get more than a handful of good surprises on this Friday, 7th of October. Evening, nightfall, not so good. These fast, nasty planets are there. Their duty is to make you nasty, saying things or doing things in that way. And that's not going to win you any marks. It's not going to win you any favors. Some of your morning planets will come there to help you. Their energy has been lessened. So I make it that evening and nightfall. You can create disappointments for yourself. So if you don't have to be out, don't be out. Just be by yourself in your home. Let the hours pass in the evening nightfall. The damage will be less. and the planets of stress are everywhere. So you're not going to get what you want in the evening nightfall. It's meant to be depriving you of anything. Why bother going out? But if you have to, tell yourself don't be expectant of anything and don't get it into arguments. The planet of tongue and arguments are all there. Saturday, the 8th of October, this is a depressing, unhappy morning and afternoon. You're just getting bad news, or you're feeling bad about things, or nothing is happening to your favor, or delays and delays are bothering you. You can't make these planets go faster. So you have to slow down your expectations in the morning and afternoon of this Saturday, the 8th of October. How do you do that? Well, think very carefully what you're going to say and do, because what you say and do can produce this kind of setbacks, and people will turn away from you. And avoid people you know you don't like, because they can only bring bad news, even if they are family members. And most of all, slow down in what you say and slow down what you do in the morning, afternoon. Let the hours pass, because hour by hour, these negative planets will build up disappointments for you. Evening and nightfall, a little bit better, but not good enough. The main problem is that you are not on the same wavelength as the people you are going out with or being with. So it can result in arguments very badly. On top of that, the morning afternoon planets of unhappiness will also be there. So disappointments can be created by you by not being on the same wavelength, which means you'll become very disagreeable with people. And this could lead to verbal accidents. Well, if you must treat this Saturday, 8th of October, as a day where you got to stop making problems for yourself. So say less and do less and be agreeable. That would be the only way. This 90-minute session I have for you, which costs you USD $50 to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and reading your palms. Yes, your palms are the energy of the soul. Who is making these changes and signs better sometimes and weaker sometimes, appearing and disappearing? Is the soul who is doing that for you, nobody else. And so, reading your palms is very essential when making predictions. And that's what I will do for you, apart from your date of birth and time of birth. I'll show you your next 9 years, the ups and downs. I'll create the platform that you can find so that you'll be able to understand your next 9 years and use the relevant energies to get the best out of them. Your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. There's so much energy to teach you. If you like to play lotteries, I will show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. It's a system. Every area in your life is a system. Get into the system, I'll teach you. If you like to play lottery, and you'll need to include the energies of your soul. Winning lotteries is a supernatural feat. How could you do it on your own? And anything in life that you wish to know for your next 9 years, well, we'll get into that and show you how to turn it around. Turn it around enough not to get into the deep problems that you usually can get, because you're always hasty, you're always impatient. So I'll show you many ways to improve your life. So here's my email. Send me this email. Your investment is only USD $50 to know all this. In the meantime, I wish you a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.